there, Citizens Black here, and with the next patch quickly coming up soon for everyone to feast upon, I wanted to touch on 5 things that we are getting in the patch that were not big ticket items or previously mentioned, but items we are nonetheless getting and were pleasantly surprised by. Now, if you like this video or like what I do, then consider helping me fight the tyrannical YouTube algorithm that holds the smaller content creators down while trying to force us to create 12-minute long videos for info that should only take a few minutes. Every sub, comment, and like really helps me out, and if you want more in-depth help or want to join our new org, Lost Profits, check out our Discord. The links are all down below. And now with that out of the way, let's get to it. Now with 3.17.2, we are of course getting the huge cool new features like Derelict Outpost, but as the test cycle has gone on, we have seen a few surprises, some that have been completely mind-blowing with no previous word that they were even coming, so let's do a countdown of the 5 best things we weren't expecting in update 3.17.2. Now, as you travel around the verse and stop off at stations throughout Stanton, you will soon notice that you are now being made to land inside of newly added hangars. Now, for those of you who prefer the ease of landing pads, you might not like this change, but what you should at least respect is CIG's hangar tech having come a long way and the ease at which they seem to be able to create hangars, which has allowed them to pop up everywhere, which is going to be how we get our own persistent hangars within the next few updates in-game, which will be another huge game changer for the players. So this change is a very welcome one, and even if it means you will need to take your time when landing, it is still a hugely welcome addition and one I was glad to see implemented. The Mustang now has cargo. This update came in well under the radar, but is something that has been needed since pretty much forever now. I cannot insist on how important this change is, and one that I have been wanting since I first started playing the game, because it was known that this ship has been lacking this feature, which is not a great look for a game as a new player who might have bought this ship thinking it had this capability and it was not there. Now, as a new player, you have to imagine seeing that was very frustrating and a turn off to the game, and I'm sure it was easily a point of contention for many new players who gave up upon realizing that even a basic starter ship, the first thing that they really put money down on, did not work correctly. Besides the history though, this change is a welcome one and was done superbly, with more hinted at possibilities once the cargo refactor comes in a few months. This is easily one of my favorite things about 3.17.2. Now this one is a bit hit or miss for some folks. Some are happy to be able to clearly tell which targets are friendlies and which ones are those you are after for the mission. I see both sides of this coin, and my own opinion is leaning more toward being thankful for the feature. It really did not bother me so much so long as it is more clearly defined what security forces look like. For instance, maybe if you picked up the mission from a security personnel on a station, or saw a communique from a security professional in your ship instead of just a generic text quest you accept. This would eliminate the need for markers, and I hope CIG one day does this and maybe even has like a dossier on who you are looking for so that you can choose to read it or not, which would give you a glimpse at what your foes' outfits and what they'll look like. It's a step in the right direction though, but hopefully moves towards something better like I describe here, or possibly in another direction maybe you think. Let me know how you feel about this one down in the comments below and maybe some of your ideas. This is another small thing, but it's just pure win all the way around. This is a feature that affects everyone, so I give it high props for that. Also, for those stations where food isn't always readily available, I actually found food and drinks at weapon or ship part shop kiosks, so this will make that easier, and being able to select where those items go, whether that be on your person, the station inventory, or your ship, makes the drink and food feature awesome. Being able to search for your gear by set name or even color is just 100% joy as well. Now all we need is that transfer all button and we'll be golden. Alright, so because I like dramatic effect, before we get to number 1, let me first give an honorable mention to fast elevators. Now when you travel on elevators after 3.17.2 goes live, you will soon learn the meaning of swift travel, as these things are sometimes so fast that you think the doors reopened up on the same floor you just left, or that you forgot to hit the button. This is an awesome little stealth feature that should make traveling between the hab floor and refineries especially quick, and I cannot wait to see this while I'm mining and needing to try and beat that clock. So what can I say? I love me some Star Citizen racing. To me, the racing community is one of the coolest features that players have made happen, and I enjoy that the devs are also giving a lending hand as well. The Snake Pit has been a fan-run racing event on the moon of Clio for a while now, but some of the devs decided to put some of their structure placement skills to the test and spruced up the area with what looks like refinery buildings. The track is now not only a sweet place to do races, but also now a new area that will surely become the target of more player-run events, or just a place for pirates to sit and wait, ready to cause trouble. Now this sort of dev fan contribution is what this game needs, and why I believe Star Citizen has the chance to truly stand out from any other game out there. Now make sure you go check out the track for yourself, and if you're interested in participating in any of the races that will happen there, be sure to check out XGR's racing website or Atmo to get in on the action. Alright, so that's going to do it for this brief look at the coolest features making their way into the next Star Citizen patch 3.17.2 that were not announced. Now, even though this is not the awesome 3.18 patch we were hoping for this summer, it is still a jam-packed, feature-rich update that is sure to keep players busy while we wait for the next huge patches that are coming up in the next few months. Remember to be kind to your fellow gamer, never trust the elevators, I think they'll just kill you faster now, and stay positive citizens.